Just trying to make sure that we're good here. It's still a little loud on my side with the music, but that's okay. Turn it down just a smidget. Hope everyone's doing alright. First day I can actually like comfortably do this without as much worry. There's still a lot that I'm trying to take care of on my end. But we're good now though, at least. And I managed to keep my vehicle. Yeah, apologies for not being live yesterday. All I can say is anyone that's... What the heck? I don't know why I did that twice. In any case, though, hope everybody's doing alright. Life's been kind of hitting hard lately on this end, so finally catch a break is good. Yeah, I was actually looking at that a little bit earlier this morning. I actually have been struggling to do videos. Like I said, life's been kind of hitting hard lately. So it's been a bit of a challenge to do things like I would like to be doing them. I lost my job at the end of the season to start out July, and been fighting to get unemployment while I look for work. So, and that's been quite a process. Still not even done with it. I will have to make a phone call a little bit later. But yeah, it's kind of thrown me out of rhythm for sure. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Yesterday, things finally started to kind of stabilize a little bit now, though. Yeah, because they literally had, I finally got the unemployment situation partially straight, but it literally got to the point where they had sent a repossession notice, like it was that bad. But we're good. We're all good now. It's just, anyway, enough talking about my personal life. Let's talk about the weather right now. I'm gonna be honest, this might be a little slow. This might be a slower event. One thing that kind of prompted me to go live with this one was the fact that there is still a decent bit of surface cape over here. And I mean, with any sort of deteriorating tropical system, there's always a good wind profile. But a big limiting factor at times can be instability. Because obviously with a tropical system, you're going to have moisture. So I'm most interested in this corridor over here, maybe just off to the west of New York. Some of these northern areas over towards New York and maybe even towards Pennsylvania as well, we could see a little bit of action. But we'll kind of just be chilling a little bit here on this one. As this goes further to the north, the instability really starts to drop off. So it's going to be kind of a short stream. And then maybe we'll talk about a couple other things in regards to severe weather. Kevin, you were talking about setup over towards Texas. Cap is going to come into play for that. Also think that I'll have to check the surface temperatures. If the surface temperatures are still where I think they are right now, I think that may work against the severe weather threat. Also, we'll try to have some cameras here so we can get a look at the potential for flooding too. Hey, Blondie. It's been a roller coaster. I'll put it that way. I'm doing better now, though. At least for the moment. Also, guys, if you haven't hit that like button already, definitely do so. And if you know anyone that might be interested in the channel, definitely hit that share button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs by Sunday, because that's actually my mom's birthday. She issued out a little challenge to me saying that, or she just wanted, well, really it was more or less a birthday gift saying that she wanted me to get to 1,000. She's always been about my success. So yeah, I'm kind of bashful when I talk about that kind of stuff. But anyway, if I can get to 1,000, that'd be awesome. Be a cool birthday gift. Gonna try to take her out too if I can. Me and the rest of the siblings. In any case, though, let's go ahead and get some music going, and we'll figure out what's next here. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask too. I got nothing but time today. I've just about handled everything I needed to do. Pays to get up early. Apologies for not getting set up sooner either. All right, here we go. Also, crazy thing happened the first night I did the stream for Debby. Apparently, I had some music that ended up getting the video blocked, so I'm gonna be a little bit more careful in the future. Also, let me know if the music's too loud. Oh wow, you can barely hear it. That's actually really. Oh, okay, I see what the problem is. I didn't want to have it like too high. All right. Okay, I see what the problem is there. All right. What is the day 2 tornado outlook? Pull that up really quick. Right now, from what I saw, it's a marginal risk. And there's actually less than 2% for the tornado threat as a whole. I'm actually going to have the HRRR up here on the other screen. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that setup. I don't expect much out of it right now, just based off of the parameters I am seeing. The shear is good, but I'm thinking that the spread between the dew points and the temperatures is going to be too much for that. You want those dew points and those temperatures to be closer. Oh yeah, well, I mean, I don't blame them for not being live on this. This doesn't seem like it's gonna do a whole lot, but I'm just here just in case. I meant to be live yesterday, but I'm just dealing with a lot of responsibilities. Just being an adult, unfortunately. I would have much rather been doing something like this. Alright, maybe if I turn the music down on my end and keep the volume on you guys' end, you can hear it without too much issue. Ha, no problem. Yeah, I think I just barely missed it. Like I started at 11. Yeah, I literally just missed it. Like the warning probably expired just as I was getting. I think the warning might have just expired when I hit the button to go live. It's like that sometimes. Oh my goodness, yes. Barrel was crazy, man. Like, I felt like I was back in April, man. Like, that day, it was just relentless. Just twister after twister. Warning after warning. Even a couple tornado emergencies. I was like, wait, what? This coming from a tropical system. This is unheard of. Like, it was a shocker. I mean, it's not like that. Like, you can't get strong to violent tornadoes with a tropical system. It's happened before, but it doesn't happen often. Like I was explaining earlier, a big reason why Beryl ended up having that tornado outbreak, it was in large part due to the amount of instability that was available with that storm system. There was also a frontal boundary associated with the trough as well, so it created a good lift mechanism as well. Not like it would have really needed it, but the surface instability in particular, and during that time frame, just set it off. I think we were looking at about, I think it was 3,000 joules per kilogram in regards to surface cape. So it was just perfect. The one parameter that you would really lack with tropical systems to produce, it was there. And then the other ingredients were in abundance to go along with that, so it really wasn't that surprising. Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, I can kind of see it. It's very broad right now, but that's, like I said, this is kind of why I was on, because there's always those little sneaky bands like these right here that you have to watch. And pretty much from what I've been seeing on forecast models, along this sector here is where I'm most interested in regards to surface instability. And really that surface instability will help get the storms going, and then as they continue to push off to the north here, they can sustain themselves for a little bit longer. Of course, that last forecast that I looked at was about maybe 2 hours ago, so there could be some changes with that. But yeah, the further north we go, though, the less instability there's going to be, so this threat isn't going to last for long. That's the good news. It's just really right up in here where I'm thinking we have the best chance to get something to spin up. Wow, we're already up to 11 likes. Appreciate you guys a bunch, by the way. Good start to the stream. In fact, I have a second screen here, and I'm actually looking at the forecast models right now. Yeah. This front's going to kick this thing right up out of here. Yeah, that was the thing that the Carolinians were looking for the last couple of days, was for something to help get this thing out of here. And it just didn't happen, really. So, unfortunately, there was a lot of catastrophic flooding. And that's really what this storm would be remembered for, is the historic flooding. Alright, Tornado Explorer. Appreciate you even stopping by. Okay, so alright, let's go to 12C so I can answer the question about tomorrow's threat in Texas. Ha, I could call him. Nah, I can't call him Tori. That could go bad. I thought about it though. Also, if you guys could hit that share button as well. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs by Saturday. I have other videos out, of course, but it would definitely be awesome if I could do that. If I could get some help from you guys too. My mom's birthday is on Sunday, actually. So, and she kind of issued this challenge to me since I was so close to it. So, do it for, I don't know if you, well, I don't know if I could really give her that nickname because she's not into weather like I am, or metal. So, yeah. By the way, has anyone seen Kevin in the chat? He was the one that asked me earlier about the severe threat in Texas tomorrow. I'm looking at it right now. I do notice there's a lot of instability available. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. If you want, y'all can make a nickname for my mom. Hopefully she likes it. She won't get mad at you. She'll just get mad at me. So you don't have to worry. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Mrs. Smith. I'm glad you found me today, too. I actually do cover the Northeast a lot. Like, I've covered quite a few of the severe events in recent time, especially those bow echoes or squall lines that'll end up coming through here from time to time. I'll hit it. I'll end up covering it for a brief period, maybe about 2 or 3 hours. Really just depends on how everything kind of falls during the day. Where is... Alright, so where is the wind profile at? Right here. Honestly, that's how it all started for me. I've been a weather nerd pretty much my entire life, but I really started getting into it after I turned 4, and then I've just kind of been studying it throughout the years. And I started seeing other guys doing it on YouTube. I was like, you know what? Why not? I mean, I love talking about this, so why not take the chance? And then here we are on almost 1,000 subs. It's crazy how life works, right? Anyone seen Kevin, though? Yeah, this is exactly how I thought it would look. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It is a lot of work. I won't lie to you. Oh, cool. You actually have a farm. Of course, when I look up the forecast, that's when it doesn't show up. But yeah, Kevin was talking about a severe weather threat in Texas. I mean, I see some potential, but it seems like a cap's really going to limit that setup. And then also, I think a large scale ascent is going to be another issue. That's why I think that's also why the SBC just has it as such a low threat day in regards to tornadoes. It was less than 2%. Unless something changes, I don't really see it either. I don't think the wind's going to be too bad for your area. This storm's weakened considerably. Like, this probably maybe at most would have about maybe 25. Still be enough to knock down the apple orchards. But I think those gusts even at that point might be few and far in between. You can actually go ahead and take a look at those winds. So right now, yeah, for the most part, maybe about 20. Or about 20, maybe a couple areas where you could get up to about 30. Oh, that last cell that had the tornado warning barely missed. Okay. I wish I could pull up the history of the polygon so that way I could have gotten a better look at it. Only thing I can do is kind of guess where it was just based off of the frames that I have on radar. You can go about 30 frames, and if I remember correctly, excuse me. If I can remember correctly, it was somewhere over here just to the east of Scranton. Might be a little bit off on the timing there. Or I might be off on the location. Where? Okay, so... Monstrous Hot Bottom. Susquehanna. Okay. Fine. Maybe I can go, maybe I have to go back a little bit further on the frames. 50 is a little bit of a stretch, but if I don't see it, then what the heck? Yeah, this is the best radar sight I got. Oh wait, no, here it is. Yeah, so 50 frames is too much then. Let's go back to... I think 30 should be enough. I'm just putting in the county. Oh, it's starting to come back to me now, actually. It was right around this... yeah, it was right... yeah, it's starting to come back to me. It was north of Scranton, not to the east. Thanks for correcting me. Ah, there it was. That feature right there. Rotation broadened out as it was getting closer. From what it looked like on radar, I don't think there was anything down, but I can also check the CC here. just to make sure, but from what I can tell, I don't see any debris on radar. I mean, I've covered this area, but I'm still learning it. Like, a lot of people only think of the big cities out here, but the further off to the west you get, until you get over towards the Great Lakes, it's actually quite rural. A lot of there's some smaller towns mixed in, though. A couple of bigger cities, of course, like somewhere towards New York, like Syracuse, maybe, and Ithaca. But yeah, I'm still learning about this area. Also gonna keep an eye on some cameras here too, because flooding is still going to be a pretty big problem, just like with any other tropical system. The amount of rainfall that these storms can dump is stupendous. Okay, let's get that in motion. It's an interesting spot right there, starting to pop up adjacent to that little band of storms I've been watching over towards Albany. I think this area off to the east may get an opportunity at a tornado watch. Look at the wind profile real quick while I'm at it. Okay. So nothing going on there. Yeah, that wind profile does look... Okay, wind profile over this area still looks pretty impressive. Look at the mid-levels. Okay. Hey, Jacob. Welcome. Yeah, I know. I saw some of that yesterday and this morning. Wasn't able to cover that though, unfortunately. I was adulting. Life has been lifing, so unfortunately I couldn't do what I wanted to do, which was cover the storm yesterday. Spotsylvania. Spotsylvania got a horse. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm understanding. What is that slang for something? Or am I slow? Oh. Oh, Spotsylvania got a tornado. Okay, that now now I understand. That was embarrassing on my part. Should clip that and make that into a blooper or something. Spotsylvania. Isn't that over towards... That should be in Pennsylvania. Alright. Oh no, that is Virginia. Wait. That's towards like northern Virginia, is it not? Brain's still all over the place. It's been a crazy few days here. That's partially why I didn't stream yesterday, because I mean, I was everywhere. That was probably one of the most chaotic days I've had in a long time. Outside of streaming tornado outbreaks, but even then, I would prefer that kind of... Oh wow, that's way further south than I imagined it. I thought it was over towards like maybe Fredericksburg. And again, I'm talking like I'm familiar with Virginia. I've never even been in the state, I don't think. Nah, I've never been to Virginia. Oh, you're a firefighter. That's pretty sick, actually. That's awesome. Appreciate your service, man. I'm gonna guess you probably were on call when everything kind of went down over there the way it did yesterday. Hopefully everyone got through it okay. Oh, you're a member at the fire department. Right up in there, maybe. It's broad up through here, but I'm seeing something. It's just outside of Hancock, or just out to the east of Hancock. It looks like there might be something trying to get going. Don't be surprised if this gets a tornado warning. A couple other areas of broad rotation throughout this little squall right here. Have I heard of the moonshiners? When you say moonshiners, you're not talking about music. You're actually talking about like moonshine, correct? Because I think I've heard of a band that's actually called the Moonshiners, but I know about the real moonshine too. Or or could you be talking about the TV show that used to air? I think it was on Discovery Channel. Oh, Deion Sanders on TV. Wait, huh? Okay, you kind of losing me, bud. I'm sorry. Well, actually, I was considering giving you a spot, but my only reason was because I heard that you already were like modding a few other channels, so I didn't want to put any kind of expectation or workload on you. I mean, I still wouldn't have, but you know. But you know, I was trying to be respectful. I mean, I'm sure the other guys wouldn't mind you being a mod either. In fact, they actually recommended it. When did the moon shine? Is it a I appreciate you appreciate your willingness to help. All right. Well, all right, here you go. Congratulations, Blondie. Oh, I forgot that I sold this bag in here. I got to clean up this room soon. But I'm not quite clear on your question, Jacob. I'm sorry. Are you asking about the TV show or? Yeah, I know. Sometimes I get confused really easily. I hate when I get confused. And it's usually not even anyone's fault. It's just my own. I'm also looking through DOT cameras right now through Pennsylvania. Even though this is a tropical system, it's not really looking like it's raining all that bad. I mean, it's raining considerably, but, you know. Thanks, Miss Smith. Yeah, it can be. I used to be a little bit better at that, honestly. Yeah, you're too kind, though, Mr. Smith. I wasn't expecting to get a donation. Yeah, I try to cover what I can when I can. Especially since I had some free time on my hands, I figured, why not? I actually have a few playlists on the channel where I've covered bigger events as well. Thank you. I hope to see you again on future streams as well. Because usually I'm here pretty often. Like I said, recently, life's been a little bit hectic. So I've been kind of struggling to be consistent with my uploads and my streams. But it looks like we're starting to level things out now, so it does seem like I do think we'll be back in the swing of things pretty soon. Believe it or not, and I'm not trying to fearmonger, but there actually is other systems that I'm watching after Debby clears out. Like, for example, down here, oh wow, they upped it even further. All right. Yeah, I do this. You can ask Blondie. I do this regularly. Sometimes I even cover Canada. But yeah, also with these, one thing I do enjoy about these lower end events is that I do sometimes get, whenever you guys are here, I do get to kind of connect with my audience a little bit more. I do enjoy it. If I could get a job working from home, it'd be even easier to do this. Like, honestly, that's what I would have wanted. But my last job, I was working outside. Good 8 to 10 hour shift, and then I would get back home. I'd be half dead, still trying to cover the weather. One time I even passed out on stream. I'm really leery of this cell over here towards Walton. It even kind of has that slight characteristic, even though it's not mature. It looks like it's trying to form a little hook on it. The good thing about this setup though is, like I said, the further away we get from the coast, the less the instability is. So I don't know for sure if this will produce, and if it does, I don't expect it to linger. It's not going to be a long duration type of deal. Just like a couple people in chat were saying earlier, this is a far cry from what Beryl was. Beryl was a monster as far as tornado producing was concerned. Yeah, like I said, I actually have quite a few people that seem to follow me from the Northeast. I mean, I definitely like getting to cover the those big lines of storms that'll sometimes come through during the summer. Like, you guys get hit pretty hard there, so I think some of my first streams, well, it wasn't one of my first streams, but I think it was like within my first year streaming, I think I covered the not the Midwest, but the Northeast probably a good 4 or 5 times, which is actually a lot when you really think about it. But yeah, I normally do forecast videos for the entire country when I can't. Well, pretty often actually, almost daily. Sometimes, depending on how serious the situation is, it'll even 2 videos. Yeah, you guys get a lot of people sleep on the Northeast when it comes to severe weather. There's no doubt about that. Like, I think the area that I've covered the most over the Northeast was probably just over towards New York City and Philadelphia. There have been a couple times where I've covered a little bit further out to the east towards the coast, but typically it would be this region right about here all the way to here. But yeah, this is the region I often end up covering the most. Is there a tornado in Virginia right now? No. Your threat for any kind of weather from Debby at this point's over. You might have some lingering wind, but it's going to be rather light at this point, Jacob, so you should be fine. But yeah, especially severe storm coverage, I'm all about it. I mean, I've covered a couple of winter storms now, never in the Northeast yet, but I think this year probably will yield a good opportunity for me to do that. Yeah, y'all had the center of what was left of Debby go right over Virginia. So there was no avoiding the rain. You can see the flood reports here in the blue and the green here. So Yeah, you guys copped it pretty hard. Thankfully, the tornadoes were a little bit more on the minimal side. You still had a few, but it wasn't quite as bad. And actually, go ahead and take a look at Debbie's history of tornado production here. Mesoscales there. Also, the weather alerts. I need reports. That's outlooks. Lightning strike interval. Dang, have I forgotten how to use Radar Omega all of a sudden? Go away for a few days and I forget. Or not even a few days, just maybe a day. There we go. Alright, so if we go out into the wide picture here, you can actually see, well, this is probably the fourth day, so we aren't seeing all the reports from Florida, but from Georgia all the way up, you can see the reports of flooding and also tornadoes. North Carolina got hit exceptionally hard. And then also Virginia took a pretty good hit from the rain, of course, as we mentioned before. I would anticipate to see a lot of flooding reports from New York in particular as time goes on. I need to get some cameras in New York now. Mainly just going to be looking at DOT cameras from there. No one's really chasing this at this point, obviously. In about 30 minutes, though, I will need to take a phone call really quickly. So, I will step away for a moment. But of course, I promise I'll be back. Yeah, I sometimes forget that you live in that region. I'm fine. I literally feel fresh. I just started the stream. I handle most of my business. Just one little piece of information I got to follow up on. I'm sorry to hear that, Kevin. I'm very sorry. Keep you in my thoughts and prayers tonight, man. Okay, there we go. As far as the strong cells are concerned, like I said, it's the one that's towards Walton that I'm kind of interested in, but these cells kind of look like they're just kind of crowding each other. So it's going to be difficult for anything to form here. And like I said, the further north and east we go, pretty much anywhere away from the coast, we kind of run out of instability, and it's going to help hamper that tornado threat. I'll probably do a little switcheroo in a second here, and I'll show you some of the weather models that I've been looking at on my other screen here. I wish I could figure out a way to be able to show both my screens and have it like be readable. But that's a science that I have not mastered just yet. Because stuff like this, as far as the screens are concerned, I've only I actually do run OBS. You'll be all right, man. I know it feels horrible right now, and you're entitled to feel that way, but they would want you to keep going. Trust me. Just take some time and process everything. Take it one day at a time. That's what I would suggest, and then slowly but surely things will start to get better. Make sure to spend time with your family as well, of course. Hold them close. But yeah, Blondie, I do run OBS. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here. Also, Kevin, I don't really see what you were talking about in regards to severe weather threat for Texas. I think the biggest problem is the storms are going to be elevated. While the kinematic profile looks okay, the other parameters, like the thermodynamics, it's just not coming together in a way that really that's really going to lend itself to tornado genesis. Oh, I see. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. Yeah, I had my grandma pass a few years ago, and I made a very similar decision not to see my family immediately after. Yeah, I see exactly. Well, yeah, you were right then. It's a cap, and then the reason why it's elevated is due to those surface temperatures being so warm in comparison to those dew points. The 60-degree dew points is sufficient enough to get strong storms going, but that it's what happens when you have such a spread between the temperatures and the dew points is those cloud bases end up being elevated. When the dew point and the temperature spread are close, within about maybe 5 degrees or so, that base is usually lower, and it usually helps with tornado genesis. There's two parameters that you look at on the SKU-T, which seems like you already know them: LFC, LCL. Lifted condensation level and lift-free condensation. It actually took, if I'm being honest though, it actually took me a while to like figure out what those were. It's so embarrassing. Shoot, I remember when I didn't even know how to read a SKU-T. And it wasn't so long ago, believe it or not. It's okay, Kevin, don't be. My grandma's in a much better place now. And she had been going through a lot for years, so for her not to be in pain anymore, I'm okay with it. Obviously, I miss her, but, you know. I'm just trying to do her and all my other loved ones proud at this point. And I'm sure you'll do the same. Welcome back, Tornado Explorer. I wish I could collab with this. Guy, Jacob here. The musician that we're listening to right now is Jacob Lazat. I would love to like jam out and write a song with him. Yeah, because these riffs right here are incredible. I know not everyone here likes metal, but for me, This is great. I also play it too. Hence the name, by the way. Thai metalhead weatherman. Maybe a little later I might even play on guitar. I don't know. A little rusty. I haven't played in like a week, which is really bad for me. Yeah, Blondie's been around on the channel for a minute. She's been a big help. Yeah, but I appreciate that. But yeah, you know. Speaking of which, if there's anybody that I will be interested in checking out as far as like tornado documentaries, I've checked out your stuff, Tornado Explorer. You're actually really good at this. I'm glad that I'm actually kind of humbled that you're interested in my channel. But yeah, man, you're doing a good job, dude. I think you got a good future for YouTube, man. I think you have a future in YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, we're all about supporting each other here, you know? Like where a lot of people seem to be almost kind of elitist or trying to tear each other down. I want to try to be different. I've always been the kind of person that's been about acceptance for all. So I guess it's kind of been reflected in the channel, which I'm happy about, honestly. Like but yeah, simply put, we're a tight-knit community here. Yeah, I agree for the most part, but there are some bad eggs here and there. Hang on, something's going on outside my door. Let me see what's going on. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was expecting, I'm expecting maintenance to come in because they actually ended up tearing my floor up when when they were trying to fix my fridge. And yeah, I have like several torn up pieces of floor here. So they got to replace the wheels on my fridge. I thought that was them coming in, but no. Just family members outside in the living room laughing. PDS. Delaware. What? There was a Wait. There was a. Oh wow. If only. Oh, by the way, I just saw this. Daggone it! Thanks for the sub, Matt. For what is wrong with Stream Elements, man? Neither Stream Elements or Streamlabs let me know that he subbed. What the heck, man? Like, dang, I cannot get a good I can't get a good bot in this chat to save my life. But yeah, I missed a lot yesterday. I mean, I was ripping and running, and every fiber of my being wanted to be covering the weather instead, but just didn't work out. Also got a flash flood emergency here. This is around Hornell. This also is for the county of Steuben. It's until 6 p.m. Oh no. That's awful. So unfortunately, we're getting reports now where numerous areas are flooded with people trapped. State of emergency has been issued for the county. Wow. This has been, unfortunately, Debbie's calling card. This has been the rain, undoubtedly. Like, it's not even a debate as to what we would remember Debbie for, if anything. It's just the ridiculous amount of flooding that she has caused. And a lot of us in the weather community, unfortunately, were thinking that this could be the case. There was a moderate risk for a flash flooding issue towards this area today. We were hoping it wouldn't verify, but sometimes it just happens. Yeah, very unfortunate news happening over here. I'm gonna try to see if I can get any sort of visual as to what's going on over here. Hopefully I can. It looks like Pennsylvania got away with pretty minimal impacts right now. Yeah. Even now, though, the storm is now moving in comparison to what it was doing when it was over towards South Carolina, moving at 3 miles an hour. It's not like 10 miles an hour is all that fast either. Usually with this region, tropical systems will move at about 20 miles an hour, so these will go through pretty quick. This thing might be moving closer to 15, or at least the center of circulation. But it's also positioned in such a way to where that rain's just going to continue to train. Just look at the radar loop. Just look at that. But yeah, it's continuing to at least pick up speed, so hopefully soon the rain will stop in this area. But yeah, this is just basically one big tropical air mass that's just wringing out its sponge here. Also gonna take a look at power outages over here too while I'm at it. Huh? Wait, what's going on in Ohio? Let me I expected Pennsylvania to have some outages. But, okay. I'm actually just gonna show this to you guys real quick. I'm gonna do the old switcheroo here. So that way I can have the radar up just in case tornado warning gets issued. We actually have our own little siren on here that I made. But, this is a look at the power outage map. Virginia's starting to improve on its power outage situation. But Maryland and Delaware are still dealing with some power outages. But Pennsylvania's at about 75,000. But I'm really curious as to what happened in Ohio. Why do we have 200,000 outages over there? I don't think the hurricane's affecting over there. And I don't think these reports came in from today. Yeah, no, that's from the 6th. OG. How you doing, man? I don't know if I've seen you here before. Have I? Yeah, I'm curious as to what was going on in Ohio, though. Just issues with the power grid? Because I don't see much in the way of storm reports recently. Well, it looks like there was some flooding going on over towards Akron. Maybe that's what it was? So many questions. So few answers. Interesting thing that is occurring with these cells is they're taking the shape like they want to be supercellular. It's just like I said, the lack of instability is really going to help hamper the threat. Like I said, the further away we get from the coast, the less impressive the instability. So I don't know how much more of a threat we're going to have from this squall here. It's really going to be these areas to the south that I'm going to be paying closer attention to. Uh-oh. I just saw your chat message, Mr. Smith. So you're losing apples right now. What? Speaking of which, what apples do you have? You wouldn't happen to have any Granny Smiths by chance, would you? Those are my favorite. I don't know why, but I've always liked the Granny Smiths more than anything else. I don't know if it's just that tartness that it has. That little contrast of the sweet and sour. And again, I was always weird. I always used to love sour candy. Back then, I used to not even react to it either. I wonder what that meant. Alright, let's see if we can get some cameras from New York. Hey man, it's no issue, Tornado Explorer. Do what you gotta do, man. I won't get mad at anyone if they have to, if they gotta take care of business. You gotta leave. That's not how we do things here. Ooh. Aw. Alright, let's go check the wind velocity. Let's see what you got going on over there. Area again. I wish I wish this search bar could keep the areas I looked up. on a second here. If I've had a Honeycrisp apple, it's been a long time. It probably hasn't been for a long time. Yeah, I remember the name, but I couldn't remember the spelling. Okay. Okay. Jeez, radar coverage here is pretty bad. Wow. Wait, what? No, I know the winds aren't dead calm right now. What's going on here? Jeez. Come on. It's really just the way they have it spaced out. I think terrain might also have a little bit to do with it as well. The higher you have a radar in elevation, sometimes it can create extra little small radar holes. So, especially if you happen to live in a valley, it tends to make things a little bit more difficult. Come on. Computer's being difficult. Yeah, you're at least still getting winds up to about maybe 30 or 40 just from looking at the color of the radar, just sight reading it alone. Well, yeah. Oh no, radar holes will get anybody annoyed like super fast. It's bad over here, but I think some of the worst spots are actually out in the Midwest, surprisingly. Nebraska is a really hard state to navigate with radar, because you would think that with them being in Tornado Alley that they have good radar coverage. Not at all. Also, Arkansas is a really bad state for radar coverage. And then, where else? The Dakotas can be pretty hectic. Towards western parts of Texas, it gets pretty sketchy. And then Louisiana actually is pretty bad too. Not at all. That is so true. Yeah, rural states do not get much love when it comes to radar coverage. I think it has much more to do with the population than anything else. I think that's kind of messed up because, I mean, I think those people would probably deserve to know whenever there's a tornado coming, and you want to be able to issue the warning with confidence, not just going on a limb, so to speak, here. At least that's my thoughts on the matter. I don't really have that issue, obviously, because I live in Atlanta. So I'm like in between several different radar sites. So I do count myself lucky for that. But if I wanted to go somewhere a little bit more remote, might be a little bit more challenging. Okay, so while we're at it here, I do have a few. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, so I'm pulling up DOT cameras over towards New York. Yeah, there's several areas where we're getting quite a bit in the way of ponding on the roadways. I haven't seen anything in the way of significant flooding just yet. Oh wait, I take that back. I found some. Found several areas. Pull something up on my phone real quick and we'll get that going. Thank you for that, by the way, Blondie. Do the old switcheroo real quick. Boom. So yeah, you can see how significantly ponded this roadway is. Quite an optical illusion there. It's clearly a car, but it just looks weird. You gotta love the way light refracts. Science. But yeah, you can tell just from this roadway alone that we're on the verge of some flooding going on here. And there's several other DOT cams that look like this. And there's plenty more cameras I can check through right now. And while really I'm looking more or less towards the Rochester area right now, I really want to see the areas further off to the east like Geneva right now, because that's where the heaviest rain is falling at the moment. Don't be surprised to see this flash flood emergency maybe migrate a little bit further off to the north and east. Heck of a drum fill. So far from the pictures I'm seeing in New York, though, right now, while there is a substantial amount of ponding, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like we haven't. It doesn't look like I can find any significant flooding from DOT cameras. Of course, they aren't going to cover every nook and cranny within the state. So I wouldn't want that to be the case anyway. That's invading people's privacy. Anyway, though, let's just keep kind of migrating around and seeing what's what here. Really don't think the tornado threat's going to be ongoing for much longer. Like I said, once we get further off to the north here, it does look like that instability. It does look like these storms are weakening. And from what I can see here as well, it doesn't look like we're getting any new meso discussions or anything of the like. Another thing to look forward to later tonight is I'm going to do a kind of a longer range forecast to get an idea of what to expect over the next couple weeks. I haven't done that in a while since I've been so busy covering Debby. So, like I said, this is us getting back into the swing of things now. And hopefully being more consistent from this point. Truthfully, I don't know what it is about summertime, but it always seems to be a time where I start to struggle a little bit. It's been like that the last couple years since I've done this since I've started the channel. Also, let's see. Let me see something really quickly. We're within 6. We've got 6 more to go before we hit 1,000. Also, if you guys haven't already, definitely hit that like button. Definitely helps the channel. Definitely hoping in the future we can get out to more people as time goes on. Because the aim is to only get better from here. Especially since I'm currently unemployed, unfortunately. But at least with that, I can put a little bit more time into the content. In the meantime, that is. Thanks for the sub, Ezra Abomination. Appreciate you, man. That's the hope, Jay. That is the hope. Got a ways to go to get there, though. That's another reason, actually, why 1,000 subs is important. Because apparently, if you have 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours, you get monetized. I don't think you would make that much just from having 1,000, but at least it would be a start. I want to get to a point where I could at least pay the mods first. They pretty much freaking volunteer to do this, and I'm really appreciative of that. But that's also why, also to kind of top off what I was saying just a second ago, I was sending that little message on Discord. That's also another reason why the hitting that share button is so important too, man. You hit that share button, get the word out. That helps a lot too. I'm trying to get better at putting more of my stuff on social media. Honestly, I try to avoid it where I can, because social media can be toxic. I try not to involve myself too heavily in that kind of environment. But you need to promote the channel a little bit here. But yeah, if you guys could help with that though, that would be awesome too. Just sharing it to even one person that you think might be interested will make a huge difference. Because eventually because my hope is if the content's good enough, that it'll have a good trickle-down effect. I think at least as far as the channel's dynamic, it's pretty interesting. Oh, that kind of startled me. I had a problem the other day with OBS, my streaming software, where it just started disconnecting and reconnecting randomly, and then eventually it just ended my stream. I just got the message again, but I think it was just a one-off occurrence, or at least I hope so. Almost 10 of you in here. That's pretty good for a low-end event. Well, as far as tornadoes are concerned, flooding, unfortunately, that's a different story. I'm actually very concerned about this. The good news is, though, it does look like this is about to head out of the U.S. Bad news is Canada might be under the gun here with this soon. Really, the issue at this point is flash flooding. Yeah, and look at that. There's already a whole bunch of rain falling over there, and it's going to continue. Oh shoot, I forgot about my phone call. I do need to make a phone call really quickly, guys. I do apologize. I will be right back. Really sorry about that, guys. I had the wrong freaking number too. That's the worst part. Or I misheard the voice message. Anyway, I'm back. Sorry to keep y'all waiting. So it looks like nothing's really changed here since we've gone away, which is good news. Appreciate everyone's patience though. Sit on one knee like an idiot. Alright, here we go. So what I need to do right now, or what we're going to try and do right now, is we're going to go ahead and take a look at where the winds are still strong. Because this could still potentially knock down trees, but I really think the threat for that would probably be more off towards this region. Outside of that, I wouldn't be so concerned about wind damage as much. Like I said, this storm has lost a lot of steam as far as its punch is concerned here. Up towards the mid-levels of the atmosphere, there could be some stronger winds. But I don't think, even though we're seeing 70 and 80 mile per hour gusts here, these don't seem like they're mixing down to the surface. And these gusts seem like they could very well be infrequent. And it's not really consistent with each radar scan from the looks of it as well. Because one thing about this scan that I'm looking at, high-res velocity looks at multiple levels of the atmosphere down to the surface. Base velocity might give us a slightly better idea of what to expect here. I think a lot of these gusts are elevated. Yeah, that's the thing. The storm itself isn't that strong, but occasionally you'll get some of those gusts that'll mix down from the mid-levels into the into your area here, and you'll get a strong gust or two. You'll get up to about maybe 30 miles an hour occasionally, even stronger. But just like you said, it's going to be very inconsistent. Let me see if I can actually find a better source for the winds, because looking at radar velocity isn't going to be enough, I don't think, to really get an idea of what's going on. Is there a chance that you end up selling those apples too? Oh, you do sell them? I figured you might. Yeah, that's your money that's falling on the ground here. Hopefully, you don't lose too many of them, because that's one of the more like unseen impacts of storm systems like this. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't appreciate much beyond the impacts of just let's say like just the building or personal belonging, but businesses often get affected pretty heavily by storms like these. Oh, you had a, oh, so you guys shouldn't be in too bad a shape then. Just couldn't get to the apples yet. There's still, honestly, sometimes I do wish I could live on a farm and do stuff like that. There were a few times I did actually go to trade school to learn about landscaping, so I know a few things, but I'm not, I don't really know the way to describe it, but like I'm up to speed with how to take care of crops, but I'm not. But I feel like there's still a lot that I would have left to learn. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They don't seem like they're in season just yet. And that's why I said I guess it just wasn't time yet. Okay, so I got a better way of well, I mean, I actually wouldn't mind that so much. I don't mind working in the sun. My last job, I was landscaping before I got laid off. So I don't mind that at all, actually. But thing is, I have to get all the way up there. And I don't know, and that's, yeah, I don't know if I'm able to drive up there. That's a long drive. And I've taken road trips before, but that one might be different. Like just 5 hours is pretty tough. That's probably like what, close to 12 from where I live. That's intimidating. I'm not gonna lie to you. Also, I actually did find a way to get a look at those wind gusts over your area. You're getting up to about 20. Some areas getting closer to 25 miles an hour. Oh. While I wouldn't say no to that, I'd still have to get back. That's the only issue. But hey, who knows? If I just needed to step away for a bit, I'd be more than happy. If I could just step away and I could afford it, I'd be happy to help. Yeah, because I honestly like working outside. It helps keep me busy, keep me active. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of benefits to it. Honestly, yeah. Like it kind of like just I kind of picture it a little bit as this one yard I used to cut when I was doing landscaping in North Georgia. Ooh, berry season. You got any blueberries? I love blueberries. I absolutely love blueberries. Speaking of which, I actually need to go to the store and get some this evening. What? Oh man. If you had a way to ship them to me, I'd order some off you. I'm telling you, you could ask my family. I love blueberries, man. I really love blueberries. Blueberries and strawberries. especially. Especially if they're fresh too. I'm gonna look up some rainfall totals for this area that's under the flash flood emergency right now. Ah. Ooh, raspberries. I haven't had raspberries in a minute. I used to, when I would go to the gym, I used to make a protein smoothie with the raspberries. So that sounds awesome right now. I just thought about something, by the way. Okay, by the way, I did get the rainfall totals. Now, keep in mind, one thing, folks, is that I think this updates... Wait, oh no, they changed it to where to update more frequently. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I don't think this is fully up to date right now, but what we can see here... switcheroo again. From what I can see here in regards to New York right now, from what I can tell based off the legend here, we've already gotten about a good 3 to 4 inches. It's over towards the Catskill Mountains. Areas in the red have gotten up to about 5 to 6 inches. There's some pretty significant rainfall totals towards your area, Mrs. Smith. And then, yeah, it honestly does. And then here's the rest of the body right here. Here's where all the big time rain fell here. There are a lot of places here that got over a foot of rain. Yeah, I expect this to probably fill in soon, especially over towards this region here. I would probably imagine they got about up to about 4, maybe 5 inches. Could even be more. Oops. Put it back large screen. Probably hang out maybe for another hour or two, and then on to additional business. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be too good for those, would that? At least that would be my guess. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot. Hey, what's up, Baconator? It's omelet time. What, you getting brunch? What you doing? You're doing brunch? I'm trying to figure out what that first song was. Oh. That's still brunch. That actually kind of makes sense. Like I said, I'm still kind of inexperienced when it comes to something like that. Shut up, Baconator. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my mod, Baconator. One of my mods, Baconator Weather. Aw, he's sad. I love this riff here. I got a little message about a job here too. Hopefully this doesn't mean I have to step away and take another call. Hang on a minute here. Hold on just a second, folks. What do you have a craving for, Baconator? Like, that's the thing. I can't tell you what you have a craving for. You could put peppers in it. You could put you could obviously put, you're probably gonna put cheese on it, more than likely. You could put a chunk of ham or bacon. Depends on how I'm feeling, honestly. If I want to be a little bit more fancy, I might put a little sliver of green pepper in there. If you want to put a fishing license in, that's you, man. Not what I would recommend, but if that's what you want to do, bud, go right ahead. You're the one that's eating it. Oh, that sounds like fun, Tornado E. Because, man, just thinking about that makes me kind of shudder a little bit, because more often than not, they're going to be acting a fool. They do not like, neither cats or dogs like getting their nails trimmed. That's interesting. Dill pickles. Why don't you try that, Baconator? Dill pickles. It curds smoother. Yes, that is actually very true. I actually have some separated egg whites in a carton right now. I'm gonna try to meal prep and make some stuff for breakfast. Hope maybe this weekend, I don't know. It depends on what I have going on. Which, really, it's not much, but, you know. Let's go with a multi-regional here. Honestly, I don't think there's going to be much of one at this point. See, here's the thing, and I'm actually going to show you guys the forecast. Oh, I actually closed out HRRR. So the tornado threat for this region was actually a little earlier than I expected. Yeah, you goofed, Baconator. But, Kevin, here's what I was saying about the tornado threat earlier. Oh, I gotta go back 1 hour. Okay. But as you can see here, this is where all our instability is located. And it's on the southern end of these bands. And there is some instability that will remain. But by the time we get towards 18Z, which is within the next hour, look how little is left over. There might be just a tiny little sliver left. I mean, you could still get something maybe with these areas in the gray. But for the most part, though, I think that tornado threat's gonna drop off rather quick. This is looking at the mixed layer cape. Try to look at the surface base cape a little bit more. There are a couple of areas over here that still kind of interest me, but as we go later into the evening, though, look what happens. So I'm kind of unsure as to what to expect there, but I'm not expecting a lot, I guess you would say. Then we'll look at the radar to go along with that. I'm just waiting to see if anything pops up over here. If nothing pops up over here in this sector in the course of the next couple of hours, then that instability is pretty much meaningless. And this is all happening, of course, as that storm's deteriorating. If we compare that to our current look on radar right now, I think the storm's moving a little, maybe it's a tiny bit faster than anticipated. I'm really just trying to see what happens here. This is going to be the key point within that where this warm sector is below the front in the red here. If nothing gets going here, then that's gonna or if these storms go past this warm front here, tornado threat's gonna drop off, basically be nothing. You got a marginal severe threat and a flood threat, and you're in between the two. Well, who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna guess you're somewhere, I don't know why, but I get the feeling you're somewhere out west. Because that sounds like that could be like Arizona, maybe Mexico region, where they had the slight risk. Of course, I skimmed over the other areas somewhat. Ooh, okay. I would do Chipotle cheddar. Oh, you're gonna do all of them. Well, then what was the point in asking me? Yeah, you probably, but yeah, actually, I think, well, scratch that. I probably would say that you're maybe Mexico, or maybe over towards maybe Utah or Wyoming? I don't know. It's not my business to know where you live. Let's re-examine this threat here. Still got that 2% area around to keep an eye on. but yeah, I might hang up. Don't worry, I'm not gonna try and guess. That'd be weird. That's one thing I'm not about, is trying to get to know exactly where people live. That's a little bit extreme, if you ask me. Aw, not that joke again. You and Isaiah have been harping on about that little test for ages, it feels like. No, the test was very real, but y'all have made that into like a whole meme. Like most of the weather community has, honestly. You said tornado explode. Oh, wow. Baconator's on one as usual, folks. It's a classic Baconator. Classic Wendy's. Long before the days of the $5 biggie bag. Oh, I got some job offers too. That's awesome. Classic Baconator with the fries. Nah, long before even the days of the Baconator, the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with regular salt on the fries, not even the sea salt that they do now. It was before your time, sir. It is before your time, sir. No, it is not normal, sir. I don't know why you are doing this. Well, I think you might have just tattled on yourself as to where you are. I wouldn't worry too much about the tornado threat for Texas, though, or really anywhere tomorrow. When I looked at the models, from what I could tell, large-scale ascent is going to be a big reason as to why we don't get much, and then on top of that, elevated storm bases are also going to play a pretty notable part in keeping the tornado threat down. It never bodes well when you have like a 20-degree spread between the surface temp and the surface dew point. It just makes the cloud bases go way too high. LCL and LFC. If those are too high, you may not get much of anything. You may get zilch. See if we can't get some cameras over towards Rochester again. Or really towards Syracuse at this point, because that's where the heaviest rain's going to be going next. You know what? You know what, sir? Baconator's time for you to go look at the corner, sir. You get to look at the corner for 10 seconds. You get to go look in the corner. And also, have you hit that like button, by the way? We do this all the time, Explorer. We do this all the time, Tornado Explorer. We're a goofy bunch. Oh man. We know how to be serious when it's time, of course, but during events like this where we're kind of covering more along the lines of flooding. Oh. Yeah, there hasn't been much in the way of any storms that have produced or prompted much tornado. Oh, fight nice, kids. Thanks, Mrs. Smith. Yeah, I have to do the little sliced cheese viral trend, remember? That's how you get the subs, man. That's how you get the subs. You got to do all the little viral video trends. Forget doing this weather stuff. Well, if things keep going along at this pace, I guess I might grab a guitar in a second. Uh-oh. Okay, I dropped frames that time. That kind of scared me a little bit. Your drive will... Uh-oh. Oh, that's no good. Well, the good news is it looks like most of the rain is about to clear out the area now. Yeah, there was a tornado threat for the entire time frame when Beryl made landfall into the U.S. all the way up until its exit. So literally every day I was actually streaming. I streamed everything but the landfall itself, or I tried to, but my stream actually crashed and I couldn't get it back up that night. 1,000 feet in elevation, yeah, that makes a huge difference. But yeah, anyone in the valleys, whew, that's gonna be a huge problem. If you ended up on the left side of that, of what was the eye, Baconator should go. Baconator, I get the feeling you want to go look in the corner again, sir. Out here trying to be suggestive. Yeah, I remember you, Junior. I remember you, Junior. It's been a while. It has indeed been a while, sir. Good to see you. Glad you're doing. Well, I hope you're doing all right. I don't want to assume, but hopefully you're doing all right. I don't blame you. The internet can be pretty toxic, so I mean, if I could, I would too, but I think enough of you guys like me to where I can bear with it. If I didn't have to, if I didn't have this channel, I probably would be doing the same thing. Cause I remember during the days when I wasn't playing music and I wasn't doing this, I would always pick like a random month or a random 30-day period and just kind of take a break from social media and everything. It really helps up here, you know? So, yeah. Same. I'm right there with you on that one, Tornado Explorer. Yeah, internet's the best way to connect with you guys, so I kind of don't have a choice. But you guys are worth it. At least that's what I think. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do a thing. Alright. And here we go. I'm not playing nothing just yet. I'm still setting up, but yeah, I get what you're saying, Frosty. And like I said, internet can be a pretty bad place. Ooh, it's out of tune. Oh, it fell over the other night. I remember now. Ooh, yeah, it's way out of tune. Oh, trust me, I get it. Especially if you're into weather, like, it's a hard niche to do. Like, it's a tough niche. Or even just doing anything with content creation can be pretty draining sometimes. Like I've had my little stints in the short time I've been doing this too, so I get it. Oh boy, I hate that string. I know, man, I know. They issued a new watch? I haven't seen a... Wait, hang on a second. Tornado Explorer, I don't see a new... Wait, hang on. Where'd you get that info from? Yeah, because I'm looking on Discord and the Mezzo discussions. I haven't seen a new watch issued. Usually they're like spot on. But yeah, I haven't seen a new Mezzo discussion. We're looking in the Northeast right now. These are actually the remnants of Debby. We're looking in New York. This is just about to exit Pennsylvania now. Really, I think the tornado threat's about done. And we're just going to be looking at the flood threat for a little bit here. The little black and green outline here, this is actually a flash flood emergency. You can see the reports over there towards the region here. Unfortunately, people are trapped in that location right now, in those locations right now. So, very unfortunate situation ongoing right now. Please don't pop. Ooh, that's too much. Anyone seen if Baconators come back yet? I have a little something to show them. A little sound check there for you. I could probably turn this down just a hair. See if I can remember the riff. Nice, come back. Ooh. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here for a little bit. Hang on a second. Here we go. Ugh, I don't like that sound. Might be time to get a truss rod adjustment on this, but here goes. Ugh, I can't stand that sound. guess I just won't include that string in the chord. Oh, thank you for that. Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah, I'm a little yeah, I'm taking a second to get a little bit more familiar with this. It's not how it works, Baconator. But did you recognize what I was trying to play? Try again. I don't know why I'm playing over other music right now, though, too. That's pretty stupid. But for one, we'll do this real quick. It sounds familiar. I'm not warmed up, so I'm definitely playing pretty sloppy. That's a heck of a riff to try to play without being warmed up. It's pretty tricky. And I haven't played in almost a week. Sorry about the poor quality, people. Yeah, there's something I'm trying to pull up right now. I'm having trouble with it. In a second, I'll play something. There's the new watch, I'm guessing. Yep. You had it right, Tornado Explorer. There it is. Just got issued 10 minutes ago. It takes forever for it to pop up on here. Honestly, these tornado watches for these tropical systems are sometimes precautionary. It's just more or less a formality. There is some instability available here. And like I said, over here, if we can get something to pop up, there might be a chance that it spins up, but the rotation's been very broad. I'm gonna switch back to the single site and I'll show you. It's not uncommon for these kinds of cells to be unworn. They just don't look super impressive on reflectivity, and that's usually the first tip that you would get. But if there was anything that I would be suspicious of right now, I would say maybe the Greenfield storm. As far as some of these other ones, maybe this little line segment from Norwich to Scranton, maybe something could spin up in there. Wouldn't rule it out, but really I would be most interested in these cells further off to the east. If I look at velocity alone though, yeah, the camera's big because I'm about to play some guitar stuff. Oh yeah, daggone it. Yep, there we go. Let's fix it. Alright, we got that fixed now. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, these storms right here are what I'm most interested in at the moment. It's going to be these cells that pop up around this region where I think that they'll have the best chance of spinning up something. Oh. It's about time. Yeah, because Mexico's weather infrastructure, oh my goodness. And they get a lot of wild weather too, that's the thing. Like, they get a lot of wild weather actually. And then, I mean, before Beryl we had, I think it was Alberto? Alberto made landfall in Mexico, and then Beryl actually went through Mexico before hitting Texas. But yeah, these cells right here are what I'm most interested in. Like I said, somewhere along this line between Scranton and Norwich, I wouldn't rule it out. But it's these cells right here I'm looking at mostly. But when I look on velocity right now, I haven't seen anything that's caught my eye. Any rotation that is there is extremely broad. Too broad for a tornado warning, for sure. It could be one of those situations where if something does spin up, it's going to be super fast. And there may not be a warning, just like you said, Kevin. Then over here, probably the same thing. Shut up, Baconator. No, there will not be Hurricane Gert. Daggone it. Well, actually, wait, is that name actually on there? If it is, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, for real, that definitely is a big win for Belize. Now we just need the rest of that country to follow suit. Or we need all of Mexico to follow suit. I would really love it if they would get some radar sites there. I think that would make a huge difference too, but they don't want to put money into that. What was I doing? Yeah, there's no Hurricane Gert, buddy. You can hush with that, Baconator. I think that was a name from last year. Pause. Yeah, if everybody would put their heads together and come up with an infrastructure, like an actual like radar setup that will be linked worldwide. But yeah, unfortunately, you're right. It's probably not gonna happen. Yeah, you said at least I didn't say, and then you say it. That makes no sense, sir. That makes no sense. You know what? Just for that, sit in the corner for 10 seconds. Sit in the corner for 10 seconds, sir. Now think about what you did. I can't even say that with a straight face. I can't even say that with a straight. Oh no, Kevin doubled down on it. This is great. You're good, Blondie. It's just madness, really, at this point. Actually, that's not improbable at all. That's happened before. Wait, what? Well, she's part of the team now, Baconator. She actually asked me, but honestly, all of us kind of thought that she would be a good fit. Now, the question is, does she want to be a part of the Discord? Baconator. Come on, man. Do you need to sit in the corner for another 10 seconds, sir? Or maybe I should up it to a minute. Yep. Alright, time for you to sit in the corner again, sir. Nope. Too late now. No point in retracting it. Go sit in the corner. Think about what you did, sir. Sit in the corner, have a deep wisdom think. What? Where's the grammar? Hurricane Kirk. No, you're okay. That's an okay name. The way it's the context in which you use the name that's the problem. Baconator knew exactly what he was doing too, so he knew that was coming. This is the outcome he wanted. So I granted his wish. Happy birthday, even though it's like 2 months early. All right, we just oh shoot. Oh snap, I hid the user. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Ah. Oh, that was funny. That was funny. No, you mean I pulled a U. You mean I pulled a U, because that's the kind of thing you would do. Because I remember one time you timed Isaiah, one of our own mods, out for a whole day. Yeah, he does play with fire a lot. But then again, he's used to it because, well, look at the name. It's Baconator. Sir. Alright, let me, I need you to be careful, sir. Yeah, don't get scammed, bro. Don't, on a real note, yeah, like, don't get scammed. Because that, it very easily can happen. Yeah. Like that computer. I'm trying to figure out where's this song? This is what I was trying to play something for you guys. That's the reason why I got the guitar in my lap. Cause this thing gets heavy after a while if you aren't moving. Alright, so hopefully I can find the song I'm trying to play. Okay, don't listen to Jared Dines over here. He's just talking out the side of his neck as usual, sir. So, sir, hush. Anyway, alright, let's find this song here. I better not have deleted it somehow. I know I didn't. My phone better not have just like automatically or just magically did it. Okay, there it is. Alright, let's pause this. Ah! I didn't think it was gonna do that. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. That's partially why I'm still on. It snuck its way over to the east. This was a brand new watch that was issued like 25 minutes ago. Oh no, they've happened in North Korea actually, Kevin. They've actually happened. It actually has been documented. So here's a saying that I always have when it comes to tornadoes occurring, no matter where it is. Wherever conditions are favorable, man. So all I'm saying is, you know, North Korea, while oh, they gave you the notification even because it's your county. Yeah, Antarctica is probably the only place that hasn't had tornadoes. And even then, they probably have had like snow-nados or something. If you count a snow-nado, then they actually have. Are you gonna do like a It Could Happen Tomorrow episode on your channel? I don't know why people make those hypothetical ones all the time. It's cool, but shouldn't be overdone. Oh, you're doing Windsor. Windsor's such an underrated tornado. I mean, the timing of when that, the timing of that is something, the timing of that was something else. It was so early in the morning, man. And for it to be as big as it was, just thankfully it wasn't as destructive as it was. EF3s actually aren't that uncommon in Colorado. Still, it was pretty strong, but it's just that storm was just different. Shut up, Baconator. Okay, we're almost set to go here. If I could just stop my phone from trying to fall apart. I was kind of also liking the vibe of this, and I just wanted you to enjoy the song that's playing right now too. But in any case, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready here. And I screwed it up. Okay. Well, adjust the camera real quick. Hey, you got to subscribe to this channel, by the way. Subscribe to the Tornado Explorer. Hopefully a tornado warning doesn't occur. It's going to be hard to sound the siren. Of course you would say Linwood, because that was the one that was close to you. Here we go. If anyone's a metal fan, do a circle pit. Oh, I'm banning you. Get rid of that thumb. I forgot this riff. I forgot how to play this riff. Oh, wow. I've forgotten this song entirely. I used to cover this. I actually covered this. I don't know if I can do this little part. I don't remember this part. Yep, completely forgot that part. Yeah, this is aspect. I haven't played this in years. I just have not been practicing the way I'm supposed to. That was trash. The first little bit was okay. That was trash on my part. You gotta stop staying up so late, dude. You gotta stop staying up so late. You think it's brag worthy now, but when you get older and you start working. Dang it. Well, believe it or not, I used to play much better than that on a regular basis. Much better than that. That was I feel like I'm a pretty harsh critic, but it's because I used to play in bands and stuff, but I don't know, I kind of lost my zeal on guitar for a little bit. I'm trying to get back into it. And I do enjoy it. It's just, I don't know, just something, I don't know, just a lot of stuff's been happening to where it just kind of took some of the musical fire from me for a brief period. He has 2 subscribers. Alright, well, let's go back to letting the pros play the music here. It's a pretty bad attempt on my part. All right, let's go check something out real quick. I might hang out for just a little longer. All right, I'll take your word for it, Blonde. Maybe I should have just picked a different song. I know, Vigidator, it's so close. It's agonizingly close. I hope I can get it by Sunday. It'd be a good gift from my mom. Oh, Witch Hunter? If I can't play Aspect, I don't really think I could figure out Witch Hunter. I couldn't do it on stream right now. I haven't even tried it yet. I want to. I don't even know the first notes of the song. I gotta do that for starters before I even go there. Besides, I think Insomnium was one of the reasons I got a copyright claim. Because it was an Insomnium song that got the stream blocked. Even though it wasn't, even though SME claimed the wrong title, which is crazy. But yeah, all those people at SME wash their hands with sand sanitizer. Hey, $9.99. Tornado Explorer, you're the real MVP, man. You really are. You are a real one, Tornado Explorer. Yeah, you are too, Baconator. Since you want to bring up 6 accounts, why aren't there 6 more likes to the stream, sir? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't bring up the funny bone in the hand account. It's just weird. Hi, Mrs. Smith. You missed me fail at playing guitar. You missed me fail at playing guitar. That's what I get for not playing for a week. And then also not even practicing the song that I played for a lot longer than that, too. I appreciate that, but yeah, it was a pretty bad. But compared to the way I used to play, I feel like it was a very abysmal effort. And again, I am a pretty harsh critic of myself too, so there's that. You know what? Give me a moment, guys. I think I might be able to redeem myself. I know a song I can play. And should be able to play it decently, because that's one song I'm probably not going to forget for like 1,000 years. got a flash flood warning. Well, I mean, the waters can add up pretty quickly over towards the area, even after the rain is officially stopped. But typically it would happen while it's raining or as the storm front's rolling in, so that is a little odd. I'm not gonna lie. But give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna put this one away. I'm gonna grab another. I hope I didn't jinx you. Wait, what the? Baconator, did you unsub and then resub just to be the 1K? We really did it. And on a slower day of all days, man. Oh, your hubby was the 1K? Thank you. And thank him. Tell him I said thank you as well. Thank you all. But we did it. Wow, that is crazy to see. Actually just decided to go onto my dashboard and look at it. We really are there. We hit it. That is cool as can be, man. Sanjuro? Well, hello. Hey, let's not argue, guys. Let's not argue, guys. Aw, she's gonna flip out when I tell her. Well, this is my favorite guitar, by the way. It really doesn't matter who's 1K. But hey, we did it, man. No, oh my god, you guys are something else. Alright, here we go, though. Fight nice, kids. Yes, that's what I'm saying to them right now. 'Cause, I mean, holy. Alright. Oh. Okay. No tornado. It's crazy that once the stream starts, no tornado warnings. I'm actually not complaining, though. Fight me. Oh, good grief. The Thurman tornado. There's a few tornadoes that could have been rated F5, honestly, Kevin. Some from this year, even. Now from 1,000 all the way to 10,000. On to the next. On to the next. Yeah, yeah, you were like, well, you weren't a day one, but like that was like what, my third, fourth stream that I've ever done. It was the day after Rolling Fork. I know that much. I'll never forget that stream, that's for sure. And then we streamed the next day afterward. We started out with what was going to be an analysis, and we went. And then we went into the stream from that one. Into the next event, because that took off like crazy. And then there was like a tornado in my state. I think it was like in far South Georgia, over towards like Fort Valley, or maybe I think it was like Fort Valley or something. Yeah, you were here since 1K. All of you can say that now. Baconator can say he was here before 500. Before 500. Well, pretty much all of my mods can. Well, except Blondie. Blondie can say she's been here since 1K. Yeah, Rolling Fork was... Rolling Fork... Yeah, man. Then there were a few, Yeah, you made it pre-1K. Yeah, so you're an OG. Yep, on to 10,000. Alright, so... I'm gonna try to get the volume set up on this as best as I can. No, Baconator, stop doing that. I hate when you do that. Because it always makes me anxious that the stream is dropping frames. That is true, 1.5. Stop it, Baconator. Stop it, Baconator. Anyway, though, I got another one for you guys. I'm gonna try to do you guys proud on this one. I've been working on this one. This is actually one that I'm actually putting on my second channel. He does this all the time. Honestly, this is how me and Baconator's work relationship pretty much is, essentially. That actually is interesting. That's an interesting thought. We could... You know what? I might do that tomorrow, actually. I'll do a gaming stream and then a Q&A. Actually, I did too, ironically, Tornado Explorer. I was at work when it happened. Baconator spicy with a little bit of zest. Nah, I can agree with that. I'm just kidding. But anyway, all joking aside, let's go ahead and do this. If the volume is good. Hope my volume's good. I saw the tornado happen on stream, but I wasn't streaming. Like, I was on the way home from work. I was just messing with you, Baconator. Chill out. Obviously, we know you're not zesty. It was funny to say that, though. It was funny to say that. Like, I literally missed the green... Like, the Greenfield tornado probably lifted, like, 10 minutes after... Like, 10 minutes before I got on live. I was so mad. Oh, yeah. We need to turn that down. Okay, so, quick volume check here. Okay, do this real quick. Yeah, Greenfield tornado looked absolutely horrifying to like watch. Trying to do a volume check here, but I need more screens. Yes. Of course, we also need the emergency kit. Especially for flash flooding events. Everyone always, I mean the name is flash flooding. It's pretty cut and dry as to how things unfold with that. But yeah, it just had the look of something that was just basically represented death. Like, it was just horrifying to look at. Like, and that's just from somebody, and that's regardless of whether you were somebody that was actually like familiar with the weather. Like, it was just eerie. this any better? This is a cover. This band's actually from Australia. They're called Delaware. Trying to remember that part. It's the only part I always really struggle with. See if I can remember this part that's coming up. This is a lot of song to remember. It's like a 9-minute song. I can't remember it. Yep, forgot that part. I didn't even play that part when I was in the band, when we were trying to cover this song. That part of the song is always really hard. It's really weird picking. You actually have to like play it on an upstroke, which is super confusing for me sometimes. Shut up, Billionaire. If you're a headbanger, now's the time. Oh man, that was decent. It was better than the last one, but still got a long way to go. This band's really hard to try and like cover though. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I still feel like I could have done better. Hey, that's cool. That's why I was saying if any of you guys can headbang, now's the time. Yeah, I have a second channel where I've done guitar covers in the past, and that's why I said that I feel like I've kind of been playing sloppy. So yeah, but in due time we'll get back in there. Just need to get the confidence back and just kind of get back into the flow of things. All right, so what do you guys want to do at this point? Because unless well, those are actually strengthening. What do you say? I hang out till 3 and see what these end up doing. If they don't do anything, I'll call it a day. And well, won't be really calling it a day. I'll still be making another video for you guys at some point tonight. No sir. I don't. Not 11:23. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is where the environment still is somewhat untapped. That's what I'm thinking. There's a small chance. New York. Unless if you're on the eastern side of New York, you're mainly going to be dealing with rain at this point. New York City, I wouldn't be too concerned about a tornado threat. I mean, I don't even see any squalls over here. But like if you're over towards like Albany, maybe Pooski, you'll still have some rain. But yeah, anywhere to the west of that, anywhere towards the west of that line, all the way from Albany to New York City, it's just going to be rain mostly. Yeah, the instability just isn't really there. Yeah, you don't have much to worry about. If you're further off to the east, then maybe you might have something, but really it's more so along this line here, from Bellows Falls all the way down towards Hartford, and that line's moving up to the north, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem for your area. But yeah, well, also a few of you guys know this already, some of you don't. The intro that you hear at every stream now, for almost the last year now, that intro is actually my own original song. It's not released yet, obviously. I still have a long way to go with it. I I mix and master myself. I'm still a rookie at it. So it's not going to be released for a little while, but I'm working on a special little project for you guys. So, yeah. But yeah, the reason why my channel's named Thai Metalhead Weatherman is, well, you saw it. Even though not so it's the not so glorious metalhead right now, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm working on a little project for you, for strictly for the channel, so that way we can avoid ever having to deal with copyright ever again. Because yeah, once we actually get like monetized, I'm gonna have to probably either go into collusion with some of the underground artists and then play more of their music. Can't play any of my favorites, sadly. We tried that. The reason, well, Blondie, I'm gonna be honest. The reason why I'm beating myself up, or just being a harsh critic to myself, is check out the videos on my first channel, on my original channel, where I do strictly metal. So, you know, that's the real reason. It's like I expect better from myself. It's not really me beating myself up. It's just I have a level of I do have a level of confidence in what I expect myself to do on guitar, even though you are right, you know. Yeah, I did. Or you can even check my Instagram. Baconator can tell you. They really are. We really are our own worst critics. Like, we are so harsh to ourselves sometimes. And it's somewhat to a point it's necessary, but at the same time, if you overdo it, it can do more harm than good. Yeah, I mean, I do count myself fortunate. I don't know. Maybe it's an ego thing. I don't know, or anti-ego. I don't know. I'm weird. Yeah, he told me about. He was telling me the other day on Discord about or no, actually I think it was during a stream. But like, I think he was telling me about how his channel got taken down, which is bogus if that's how it went down. 'Cause I mean, sheesh. But yeah, Storm Chasers do not play about about their footage, because people will actually steal. People actually steal it and then get it monetized for themselves, and they see none of the profit. That's why Vince is the way he is, threatening to sue people so that people don't steal from him. Like, that's why I would love to make a connection to Storm Chasers, especially as the channel grows. Yeah, I'm the same. I feel the same way. I wish there was a way that they could get more crowdfunding. I mean, the bigger guys definitely seem like they do to a point, but even then, that money is still essential. And then just think about it, the amount of miles they put on their vehicle too. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do you a favor. Tornado Explorer. I'm gonna put you on my featured section of the channel, like featured channels. I'm gonna put you on there so that way. While I don't know how much traffic I get, sometimes it varies. Maybe we can get a few clicks on you and get you going. Nah, I don't mind doing that. I'm already doing that for a few of the mods. I already have all the mods here as featured channel. Speaking of which, I gotta get Blondie on here. Well, that's if she wants to. But yeah, but I have no issue with doing that at all. But if Blondie's still here, I'll ask if she wants to be featured as well. I mean, if anyone's not comfortable with it, obviously I'm not gonna push the issue too much. Oh, I mean, that's up to you though. Some of these guys don't cover any weather either though. But that's up to you though, I mean. But what are scammer cows though? I do want to know that. What is that? Still a few thunderstorms over here. I'm gonna be honest though. I don't like the way these look. Not in a bad way, but in a good way, as in these storms are not organizing well at all. You're still stuck with me for 22 minutes, but I'm not so sure these are gonna do much of anything at this point. I think this storm just lost all of its juice, or the atmosphere just kind of lost all juice here. Look at this special weather statement. Yeah, this thing's essentially had it. I mean, it was a pretty impressive storm for a while. And considering how quickly it formed from being in a relatively weak environment into going all the way up to a hurricane, a mid-grade hurricane, still pretty impressive. We should be very thankful it only was a mid-grade hurricane. That wind shear and that little bit of wind shear in the Gulf saved Florida for sure, because we could have had a much bigger storm as a result. What I'm concerned about, though, still is the fact that the Gulf waters are still piping hot. Still near 90 degrees. The storm didn't really do much to cause any upwelling. It just wasn't strong enough. Speaking of which, hopefully you guys saw the tropical update I put up last night, because there's actually another one to watch behind this one. Nah, I still need watch hours. I still need like 1,000 watch hours. So I'm a long way. I'm still a ways off. But I did the math. In order to get to 1,000 watch hours within this month, I would have to average about 30 hours a day. We would have to average about 30 hours a day in order to get there. We're at about 115, I thought, from the last time I looked at it. So, I guess, make sure I got those published. Let me look at it. Let me look at it now. What a number. Wow, 1,001. That is awesome, man. Thank you guys again. I can't say enough. That is crazy, dude. And during a time where I've been kind of going through it lately. Oh man, that is real freaking sweet. I actually have like a whole playlists from like the timeline of certain storm systems arriving all the way up until the all the way up to the event itself, and sometimes even talking about the aftermath, even before I even started doing streaming. I actually started this channel in 2022, but yeah, some big tornado outbreaks that I've covered in the past. Yeah, I have a timeline of all the forecast videos I did leading up to it. Yeah, it's basically so like Rolling Fork 331 last year, this year April 27th. But yeah, just kind of watch those at your leisure. That goes to anybody. But yeah, we need about 1,000 more watch hours in order to get to the paperwork part. Oh yeah, I can't believe it, man. Holy. Man, I'm stunned. If you want to go real crazy though, I actually do have a huge, I have like a mega playlist right now of the 2022 and the 2023 hurricane seasons. Every video that I had ever done relating to the tropics for that year, I have a whole playlist of it. Oh man, wow. Okay, let me look at the. I'm gonna take a look at a couple parameters real quick. I normally don't do this on Radar Omega because sometimes it can be a little bit wonky. But let's go ahead and take a look at some model data here. Hey, thank you. I can always count on. I know I can count on you, Blondie. I'm appreciative for it too. I think this year, though, also we're gonna try and do more along the lines of winter weather too. We want to be a little bit more expansive. Like I started doing it towards the beginning of this year, and I kind of enjoyed it. Yeah, looking at the surface-based cape, I mean, there's still something to be had. It's just the storms aren't taking advantage of it. Yeah, and it's really, I actually really enjoyed the winter streams. Like I covered, I think it was the blizzard in Kansas, and I watched it go over towards Iowa eventually. And it was actually really cool because it was kind of like this today, where I kind of got the talk with chat and whatnot, and then also just watching the snow bands. That was really cool, seeing the whiteout conditions occurring, seeing the whole winter wonderland, or as some people call it, Snowtown. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'd love to do that. I'm looking forward to doing that more. And I think this might be the time of year, and I think this year might be a bigger year than last year in regards to that, the switching over to La Nina. I honestly feel like these storms are actually outrunning the instability, or the instability is kind of moved a little bit faster than forecast. Who knows what the outcome is, but still, in either case, looks like we really might be done with Debby's tornado threat here. Watch me say that, and then watch about an hour after I get off stream, it tries to do something then. Yeah, that's the only thing with this. I haven't seen snow in years. I mean, obviously I live in Atlanta, so it's not a shoo-in to get that here. But the cool thing about, but it is always cool to see it. The only downside is where I live right now, there are a lot of hills. So if it snows here, we're snowed in. We're not moving. Huh, don't jinx it. I mean, I want to see snow, but at the same time I don't. The only reason I don't is because I want to make sure I'm not trapped. I just want to make sure I'm not trapped in my house. Oh, yeah. Some people find out early that they don't like it. But no, as a kid, I loved snow. Like, as a kid, I loved snow. I loved playing football in the snow. That was awesome. But as far as being an adult, where I live, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a chance and get off at 3. We'll rest up, let the models update, and then what I'll do is I'll make a video probably at like 6 or 7. I'll probably have a video up by 6 or 7 o'clock. Oh, that's true. Dang. That's somewhat like how it is over here. If we get like a small little event, usually it melts pretty fast. Usually it takes sometimes not even a day. But for the bigger events, like if the cold air can kind of settle in, like there have been times where the city was shut down for like a week, which was really something. Also, if you want, Blondie, you can check Discord or type a message in Discord. So also, I'm gonna say one thing. I'm probably not gonna be putting up any content on Sunday though, because it's my mom's birthday. I'm gonna take her out. I'm gonna try and take her out somewhere. Once the stream ends, I'm gonna let her know that we hit 1,000. Put up another meso discussion here for flash flooding. That seems to be the real thing. That's, like I said, this has been Debby's calling card, and that's exactly what it'll be as it exits out of the U.S. here. Canada still looks like they're going to get problems too from this as well. So that's going to be a bit of an issue as we go forward here. As far as the tornado threat's concerned, it's not impossible, but it's becoming increasingly unlikely. Just not really enough in the way of instability, it seems. Like, these storms seem like they can flare up, but they can never root. If by some chance, though, these do flare up, and I'm still around, I might go back live. Like I said, I think the odds are slim to none. I wouldn't rule out a tornado warning, but this doesn't seem likely. In any case, though, hope everyone has an awesome rest of their day, and I will catch up with you later this evening. Also, just wanted to just thank you all again. I wanted to thank you again. Like I said, I'm still kind of lost for words. We're really at 1,000 subscribers. It's crazy, but I want to thank you all again. Like, I can't tell you how much it means to me. Mama Metal. All right, well, yeah, Mama Metalhead is probably gonna have to be that. Why not? But yeah, I'll see what she thinks of it. But yeah, I will be telling her very soon. But you guys all have an awesome rest of your day. I'll see you later this evening. Until then, take care.